Hi guys, just want to let you know that today was pretty harsh for CRPS days. The pressure dropped about 10 or 15. So what that means is when it gets really, really cold and there's ice, I think they're called, I don't know, either hail or, I call them ice balls because that's what they look like to me. They're ice balls and they're like, I don't know, like that big. That's how they look to me anyways, big old ice balls. So it's icy, it's rainy, and then it's windy. So what happens with CRPS is there's barometric pressure. So anytime the barometric pressure will change, that means that the meninges basically in your spinal cord, they're basically on fire. And so today, as you can see, like I'm sweating, like I'm on fire, but I'm sweating and like my hands itch. So I can't scratch my hands because it makes it worse. And so the reason I came on today, instead of yesterday, is because the rigidity in my spine earlier this morning wasn't working. So basically, CRPS stands for Chronic Regional Pain Syndrome, and it was also known as RSD. It's Reflex Sympathetic Dystrophy. For those that are driving, if you need assistance when you're driving, when that pain is burning like it does right now, make sure you get like a heated seat, or even ask them to put in a mechanism to make your seat heated, because it allows the spinal cord to relax so that when you're driving, I didn't use my left leg for a while, so I keep forgetting I just used my right leg to drive, so I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember left foot and right foot, you guys. So I often forget that I sometimes have a left side. Sean and I were going over this today, actually, that I tend to lean also. Mostly because this whole side sometimes forgets it's there. We're doing a study right now on correlations of blood sugars and blood sugars and CRPS. I do want to mention the PTSD factor. Rest in peace to my brother that passed away and gave his life up in Australia. I just want to let you know that the veterans are suffering, and the people that want to judge them, I have a hair in my mouth, people that want to judge them and say that they're coming home struggling. This guy did 3 tours in Afghanistan, and you'll never be forgotten in my world. And what I'm talking about is basically the radical Islam and what they're talking about in Sweden. There was a young girl who had actually gotten tortured and raped, and her father went to go get justice, and basically because of certain politics, people are defaming the father. I don't know where we've come in America to say that veterans don't matter anymore, or that our children don't matter anymore, but they sure matter to me. And so I'm going to use my voice and my platform to genuinely just reach out to people and say, enough's enough. And if there's veterans suffering around the world, it's time for us to unite. It's time for us to figure out what we need to do to get our stuff taken care of, because at this point in time, our veterans are not getting taken care of. I don't use the word torture lightly. My heel is about 2 inches now from the ground, so it was 2.5. We're using cold laser. I'm on CST, which is craniosacral therapy, music therapy, and cognitive therapy for my brain. Left-sided, right-side brain activities. I paid for luminosity for a year, which it's actually kind of working, I guess. I'm nuts for healing right now. I want my brain to work so bad, and I want my CRPS symptoms to go down so bad that I am willing to do unconventional things that I literally thought were nuts and were crazy. And now I'm just like, give me the crazy and give me whatever you want to make this spinal cord stop burning. Because it's not like I have severe arthritis and stuff like that. I wouldn't even care about that. The rigidity and the aches and stuff like that, I can handle that. It's the burning that goes into my eyeball and up through my spine from my foot. So with CRPS, if you're driving long distances, make sure you take enough food with you so that you don't have to get out of the car when it's cold. When it's cold, make sure that you have extra heated blankets if you're going to somebody's house, or if you're if you're having that rigidity or the spinal spasms, sometimes what you can do in your car when you're at the stoplight is just shift left and right. So you'll get the heat on your back and your bones, but then shift on your steering wheel. Whew, yeah. I'm a little stuttery today, but hopefully it'll relax in a little bit. What I was talking to my therapist about today is barometric pressure. So basically, barometric pressure just means that when the weather changes, it creates like a change and shift in pressure, and so that's basically the burning. So I just wanted to say much respect and rest in peace to the soldiers that are losing their lives every day. We're going to lose about 7,000 in a year. And that's a lot, you guys. That's a lot. So if we can unite in any way that you guys can think of, or any way that you can think of that we could do something different to enhance veterans' medical care and dental care, I really hope that you guys can reach out to Merkley and Walden and demand justice, so that we can get justice for the veterans, and so that we can basically put in all of our, we need to shut all the VAs down. That's pretty much what I was going to say. So this is going to be short, hopefully, and not too long and boring. So I will catch up with you guys later. Thanks, and if you have any more questions, just let me know. Thanks.